the HANSA.newscast. I'm Janne Silden, and today I'm joined by Joy Basu, CEO of Smart Ship Hub. Welcome, Joy. It's great to have you here.
Thank you, Yana, once again for having me on this forum. It's my pleasure.
Yeah, you are a digital expert, so I want to jump straight into the big question. What can you say about the future of maritime digitalization?
Yana, the state of digitalization that we see today has been rapidly changing over last 3 years. In fact, it has changed in last 1 year more than what it has done so in the years before. So one can very easily say the year 24 to 25 and more so in the year 2025, there's been a very rapid and disruptive changes that we have seen. There have been a lot of mergers and acquisitions. We have seen large organizations spending a huge amount of money to orchestrate their data. We
Yeah.
have seen their interest in smaller organizations that have come with interesting business models. And per se, ship owners, operators, charterers, marine insurers, ports, and you would be surprised to see the kind of skill sets they have started planting in within their senior management as well as in the middle management, especially requiring people to understand how technology can bring in changes, which was not the case 2 years before. So that's what we have been seeing in last 1 year or so. But having said that, where is it that we are headed towards? You know,
Yeah.
uh, we have, if you can divide or can segregate the market into early adopters, and that is one segment. The other one would be laggards. The third ones are the ones, the trailblazers, they are the one who are setting pace, right? So if these three are taken in, and if you want to plot how the digitalization roadmap works across these three segments, I would very clearly go ahead and put that the ones that are setting standards out there, the budget they have created is far more than others. They have created infrastructural possibilities to capture more data, and that's important. And when I say infrastructural capabilities, which includes the cloud capacity, which includes the GPUs to process that, which includes the kind of people to analyze that, and it also includes the way data is being captured, which could be through the sensors or working on the legacy data sets, which is
Yeah.
still human fed, right? So data becomes a very
Yes.
important thing. Investment is the second thing. And the way it is headed towards, in fact, I just got off a call before this, and you would be surprised that we are well versed with organizations that have brought in digitalization in the airline segment. 3 years back, when I spoke to people that the way airlines got connected is the same way maritime will get connected, I was asked very quickly by some of the people that have you ever sailed before? If you have sailed, you would never make such a comment. And today, just in about 2.5 years, there is a significant investment that this organization, known to all of us, has already made in connected maritime ecosystem. So, the way the world is moving in this connected maritime ecosystem, powered, fueled by digital framework, is something which is not even being seen by the early adopters or the laggards. It's only the ones who are setting up the pace. They want to have a bigger market share of this data driven intelligence, and they are setting it up, and they are happy if others don't understand it at this moment, because they want to use this time to set up the foundations. They want to use this time to reach as many ships as possible to create the data layer. They want to have all their algorithms set between now and next 2 years to create the ecosystem that allows all the organizations to come there. And that is why the future of digitalization is the platform play and no more tools, which means all the organizations that are selling fuel performance, decarbonization, hull performance, some framework that they bring in and they say, oh, our algorithm is better. Those small the tools, while they are critical, but when it comes to a corporate that adopts onto the digital roadmap and framework, they don't want tools then. They want the platform that supports their business. That is where the industry is headed towards: connected systems, synthesizing of the data, and using data for actionable insights. And that's where the connected ecosystem is going to be a reality.
It sounds like today it's more about who has the money, who are able to get more digitized. It's kind of money topic too. And what you are saying, if you have a platform, then also smaller companies can access data and kind of develop together with the big ones. Is that correct?
For sure, it is correct, but it is not about money at all.
Okay.
Because technology, and without taking names of some companies, there are companies which came in from Europe, and about 3 years back, exactly 3 years back, they were selling some systems that was $280,000 for each ship. The same platform is now less than $10,000. So what has happened in 3 years that the cost of technology has come down so much? It's innovation. And all the intelligence that can be provided at this moment, this $10,000 plus monthly subscription is giving a return on investment in 1 to 2 quarters, which means smaller organizations, even those that own 4 ships or a ship management company that has 10 to 12 ships that they manage, they better adopt these systems as early as possible in order to save their dollars, which otherwise they are losing because purely they don't want to move on, or it's difficult for them to understand what's happening, or it's an unknown territory for them, and hence there is a problem for them to move on. So it's not about cost at all. It's all about knowledge capital. It's all about the vision one has set for themselves. Yeah.
Okay. So let's move to the core idea behind what Smart Ship Hub does. What are you doing? What is the company offering concretely?
Sure. So we are all about connected ecosystem, and we believe our ship is like a floating factory, and the factory needs to be smarter. The people in the factory working need to be agile, and every businesses work on a common premise that is called theory of constraints, which means you must understand that there is only so much that resources are available. It's not infinite resources, which means when something is available in a finite quantity, you optimize it. So from that point of view, if it is a floating factory, the first thing that we do is, how does one make the operations agile? How does one save money? How does one give an outcome statement? That's the most important thing. When you put a software, when you put a digital platform, or when you put a roadmap onto place, one should be able to very clearly say, this is the quantified dollar or time or efficiency or breakdown maintenance or carbon footprint in a very quantified manner that one should be able to define. That is one thing that we are good at. That is number one. We are very good at predictive diagnostics because that's been our skill right from day one. And we work on high frequency sensor data, which is actually one of the cheapest way of making things happen. And when we work on it, it's a single platform, we call it all-in-one, where your decarbonization challenges, where your vessel performance, hull performance, fuel performance, condition monitoring of engine, the camera AI that can look into things and give you much more early alerts and alarms. Of course, your automated noon reports. So multiple of these capabilities in a single platform. And that is critical because organizations of today, they are using different software, different applications, making it difficult for them to manage so much of data. Different sets of people working on different applications. So One of the biggest area we work on is a single platform. People can pick and choose. And the second thing is helping them move from legacy to a smarter systems within a very short period of time. That's our all objective. And that's why we work on connected ecosystem, which means ship to shore, shore to ship, and finally moving into the maturity cycle of ship to ship data sharing. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, it's if I just kind of, I know I've been working earlier and there has been a lot of legacy IT program and it's been a nightmare. So what you're saying seems like a dream thing. So how do you do it? Like, it sounds really hard to get that done because you need really complete access and a lot of trust from the customer, don't you?
In fact, it would have been difficult 3 years back, and which is what I always compare 3 years because that's the closest relevance I have. The best part of achieving this is work with sensor data because a lot of machinery is very openly communicating and giving data sets. So when we put our gateway application, by the way, we have a software gateway. It's not a hardware that goes inside the ship. It's a software,
Yeah.
which also means it's a disruptive way of thinking. People were putting boxes inside the ship and it became a dependent commodity kind of a thing. Instead, the moment you put a software, it saves time, saves cost. It works with all kind of hardware and it also connects with all kind of machinery that you have on the ship. So first and foremost is tap data from the ship, right from your navigation systems, flow meters, shaft power meter, main engine, auxiliaries, DG, your cargo console. You also get a camera feed. So multiple data feeds coming into a single system. And once you have so much of information coming, that information becomes a very rich original source of information for you, and for which you don't need to go to 10 people and say, oh, fill this report, why don't you give me this information? Nobody asks anyone. It's a human free experience, and that data sets gives you possibility to work on AI, on the machine learning, on the intelligence that one would want. And that is where technology has started becoming easier. Cost of technology has gone down. Adoption is going to be higher. Knowledge is still low. So adoption is still low. We believe that's the upward curve.
Okay. So who's your main customers and where are they based? Like, which part of the world?
Right. So at this moment, we work with customers very heavily in Japan, very, very heavily in Singapore. These are the two places we are physically present. The third one is India. These are the places all the key players are our customers. Apart from that, we have few customers from West Europe. We have from Hong Kong, from China, from Indonesia. So kind of covered most of the territory, but we haven't worked with anyone in Northern America as yet. So that's
Yeah.
like open territory for us. But yeah, so we
Yeah.
work with owners, operators, charterers, insurers. These are the
Yeah.
like four segment.
And Europe, how is that going? Is it hard to get
Europe
inside
is
Europe?
a very new market for us.
Yeah.
It has been always very expensive to be in Europe as a new organization to set up. So we took time. We created success in each market we went in. We were in Singapore. We are already top three. We are in Japan. We believe we are number one. We are number one in India for sure.
Yeah.
Europe, we are one of the players today, but
Yeah.
we have differentiated vis-a-vis others quite a bit. And that's why, without having any sales team, by the way, our organization does not have a sales team. So we don't sell.
No.
We work purely on customer success. So Europe is a new market. We
Yeah.
have good results, and we believe we are growing pretty fast over there.
So do you have any closing words, like a tip to anyone wants to do your kind of career?
My kind of career,
Yes.
I would encourage everybody to stay away from. That's okay. Uh, okay, being an entrepreneur or a co-promoter is a tough job. Everybody knows
Yeah.
that. You are chasing pie in sky, and one must be ready to sacrifice family, friends, and personal preferences. If one is okay with that, I'm sure there are a lot of young entrepreneurs who are coming in and they have shown significant kind of a growth that people like us will learn from. These are the kids of 20s and 30s in their age, and they are setting up marketplaces which are like huge. I learn from them on a daily
Yeah.
basis. But having said that, AI happens to be the biggest disruptor that in our office we work on, and we are taking it to some of our customers, and we have got very encouraging feedback. We have some major releases coming in the month of Jan, and of course there's a big press release lined around that. So anybody who is passionate enough to work and continuously learn, I think they have always opportunities with them.
Yeah. Joy, it was great talking to you, and thanks a lot for your insights, both in the digital world as well as yeah, the career recommendation or not recommendation. Thanks.
Thank you, Yanni, once again for having me on this platform.
Thanks for listening to HANSA Newscast. Subscribe now for more insights and stories from the world of shipping. And feel free to visit HANSA.news and sign up for the HANSA newsletter to stay up to date. And hey, see you at the next episode. Bye.